Okay, let's do this thing. Death Stranding. Director's cut. Oh, yeah. I don't remember what I was doing. It's been a week since I played this thing, at least. What was going on? We were bringing South Knot City onto the chiral network. You know what? I thought of something just now. I scientifically determined through rigorous study, observation, and, shut up, Norman, let me finish. Okay, we get back into the game here. Hello, Norman. Through rigorous observation, I determined that, the top right portion of the screen is, I think, where the least amount of information, is being given to us at any given moment, in this game. So, I'm gonna hang up here. I'm going to hang out up here in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. What was I doing? Does Norman need a shower? Does Norman need to poopy or go pee-pee? How's the baby doing? The baby looks fine. We will poke and prod at the pod, and the baby looks happy. Well, that's nice. I saw that there was something going on at the... we must have earned some customization color or another at the equipment rack. Yes, color schemes that I've unlocked. For everything. What have I got? Ooh! What's this? Grass green. Okay. I've got it for my, oh no, I've got a bunch of stuff. Emergency yellow. Grass green. Chiral... No, that's not... no, my frames are chiral gold. Blue lenses. I don't know what I would pair my blue lenses with. Prismatic purple. What a goofy name. Revert. I like my current setup. It looks cool. Stealth black, of course. Bridges orange. Navy blue. Blood red. Signal green. Prismatic purple. Omni reflector. I can have chiral gold sunglasses too. Why not? What have I not... What am I missing here? Oh, there's Snow White as well. Okay. What would that look like with clear lenses? That'd be pretty neat, but they're not really doing you much good at that point. Hold on. Let me decide what I want here. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. And that looks like the hat that I'm wearing on my head in reality. I think that's great. Okay, I can't do anything with that stuff down there except look at it. There's the thing that goes on my back, and there's the thing that goes on my feet. It's called two boots. BB's having fun with it. And if BB's having fun with it, I am too. I think, no matter what, if there are 5 cans of energy drink here, then I definitely need to drink at least 2 of them. That's just a smart move. Drink a bunch of energy drink. I'll pee later. I'll pee while we're out on the job. It's more fun that way. You know what? I'll eat some cryptobiotes. I'll snack on one of these. Take the floating bug out of the jar. Put the floating bug in your mouth. Gross. Shut up, phone. Have yourself another drink, Norman. We're gonna need it. Yes. Drinky, drinky. Before we leave, we should check the terminal. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Off to the terminal to see, any mail that I haven't read, any, interviews I haven't read. Let's just get that all out of the way. I want it all off of my plate once and for all. This is Alex Weatherstone at the weather station. Anything left outside America? I was wondering that too, bro. I think we're gonna find out more about this, in May or June or whatever it is. Death Stranding 2. Sam, thanks again. You've done a great deal to keep things ticking here at the weather station, which we appreciate. And the chiral network, it's incredible. If you can continue to expand coverage with your Cupid, it won't be long before we'll have real-time tracking of meteorological phenomena all over the continent. We still won't have much of an idea what's going on elsewhere, but there's not a whole lot we can do about that. And while I may be chasing rainbows, I still hope we can get a view from above the clouds one day. It's crazy. No one really knows what's happened to the rest of the world, even now. Maybe the Stranding destroyed everything except America. Maybe we're the only ones shrouded in clouds of chiral matter, and the rest of the world is carrying on without us. Or maybe the whole damned universe got wiped out and we're all that's left, floating in space. Alright, that last one's just me being a pessimistic ass, but the point stands. We need to know what's out there, and to do that, we need you to bring the whole continent into the network. You're our best hope, Sam. Our only hope, in fact. Smiley face. I like that they use these emojis in the mail that they send to you. Okay, this is all the stuff I've read. Uh-oh. No, I've got unread interviews with Hartman. We'll start with him. This is from 2 years ago at his lab. This is about chiral clouds and timefall. Why do chiral clouds form? Why does timefall occur? And why does it herald the manifestation of BTs? These are questions we still struggle to answer, yes. As we now know, BTs are beings formed of something akin to antimatter. Their first appearance coincided with Death Stranding. Prior to that point, it is believed that there was very little in the way of antimatter present in our world at all. But we've since learned that this was far from the case, for even before the Stranding, antimatter was all around us. I discovered a scientific paper on the subject titled, On Antimatter and Clouds. According to the paper, the gamma radiation generated by lightning strikes can trigger the formation of positrons. And indeed, particles of antimatter can be detected inside regular rain clouds. The mechanism by which they are formed is not fully understood, but the mere existence of this phenomenon is enough to suggest something intriguing. Chiral clouds contain chiralium, yes? Well, what would happen if gamma radiation were to act upon them in the same way as it does in regular clouds? I don't know. What is the makeup of a chiral cloud compared to a regular cloud, other than the chiralium? Could chiralium excited by gamma radiation exacerbate minute distortions in space-time, somehow loosening the seams that connect us to our beaches? That's a lot. I don't know. That's a big stretch. I'm gonna need more evidence, bro. That's a nice idea. And if so, when the excited chiralium mixes with timefall and descends to the ground below, could the entire region beneath the clouds become much more strongly connected with the beach as a result? This could well explain why BTs appear in areas prone to timefall. Well, yeah. This is something I've seen in my travels. So, I don't know. I'd like some explanation for it. This sounds pretty science-y. Furthermore, if the antimatter we previously thought did not even exist in any measurable quantity on Earth were in fact present in such commonplace phenomena as the very clouds above us, would this not lend credence to the theory that BTs, beaches, the world of the dead, all of these things may have existed long before the Stranding? Too much of a theoretical leap, perhaps. Okay, I'm glad he's acknowledging that. I do not deny our world changed, drastically, irrevocably. Nevertheless, could it not be that the Death Stranding was merely the clap of thunder that brought this great change to our attention, and not the change itself? Oh, Hartman. You always find a way to sum it up so neatly, and, tie it into everything else for me. Evolution, Death Stranding, and the Fear of Dying. This is an interview also at his lab from 1 year ago. 1 year after the interview we just read. Evolution, huh? The Fear of Dying. This is he's talked about this before. The fear of... I guess not specifically the fear of dying, but definitely our... concept of death. You can see it right there, the discovery of beaches and the concept of death. A lot of stuff about Egypt and tombs and stuff. And basically all the cultures of the world that that did stuff like that, that needed a way to oh, Lord. What am I trying to say? I don't know the words. I'm not articulate in this way. Look at Hartman. Look at all these words he knows. Look at all the words I don't know. You know what we're talking about. We've read a million of these interviews about this. Hold on. Let's come back here. The fundamental truth of death. Yeah. Shut up about the fundamental truth of death. What are you talking about? Yeah. We talked about the difference between us and the animals, that being, most likely that we have this concept of death, that we can imagine our death and some sort of stage beyond it. We can, prepare for it. We can... view it like the ancient Egyptians. They've highlighted all the important stuff in yellow for us here. We can view it like the Egyptians as a process, which in the world of this game it definitely is. There's several stages to it, and we're... I don't know, the Hartmans of the world are trying to figure it out. We didn't read this one. Let's come back and read this. Evolution, Death Stranding, and the Fear of Dying. Death has been Homo sapiens' constant companion for every step of our evolutionary journey. Our cultures and civilizations have been built with an awareness of our relationship with death, the extent to which we can accept and live with it. Out of fear of the inevitable decomposition and destruction of the flesh, our ancestors developed elaborate embalming techniques, death masks, and the like. Indeed, the mask has ever been a symbol of the soul that transcends this world to exist for eternity in the next. The mask, huh? I don't know. Well, death masks, yeah, obviously, but the mask and, I don't know, masks in general, that could be a symbol of a lot of things. context, I guess, is ultimately what it comes down to. The mummies and sarcophagi of ancient Egypt are but one instance of this. Okay. Honored individuals were given masks. I'd love that they give me some other examples besides ancient Egypt. I went on a cruise a while back, and I got to see some of them Mayan pyramids, which they're not exactly tombs. All of them. There might have been some that were burial related, but I can't remember. A lot of it was just rites, and some of it was sacrifices for sure, and I don't know, it was tons of, it was very interesting. Go check that out if you ever get a chance. It was very interesting. But yes, we're learning about ancient Egypt because that's, I don't know, I guess that's easy for everybody to imagine. Yeah, they were one instance of this where that's where I was at. Honored individuals, okay, were given masks and placed inside sarcophagi in order to be preserved for eternity, thereby transcending death and attaining immortality. Paintings and photographs are no different, really. Okay. They're simply more modern variants of the Egyptians' masks and sarcophagi. Indeed, all of humanity's crowning achievements, art, language, writing, are arguably a reaction to death and an expression of our desire to overcome it. They are great feats born from fear, and one might even go as far as to say that it was the primal fear of death that drove the evolution of our ancestors into Homo sapiens in the first place. In fact, I would go further still. I would posit that it was this fear that brought about the Death Stranding itself. It has certainly seemed more plausible of late. You show me the hard evidence that the fear is related. I mean, I get that feeling too, but I want to see it because you're smarter than me. Bridges staff. Okay, Victor at Port Knot City. Okay, 2.5 years ago, talking about the lake at Ground Zero. When I first laid eyes on the lake here at Ground Zero, I was blown away by the sheer size of it. I never imagined anything could be so huge. This was just after the Death Stranding, and not many people had seen the craters up close yet. Back when I was still living with my parents and my brother on the East Coast, an explosion like nothing the world had seen before tore a gaping hole in the heart of America. There were all kinds of rumors floating around at the time. It was a meteor, it was a nuke dropped by another country. I was just a kid, but even I could tell the adults didn't have a clue, so you can imagine how I felt. And then we found out there had been other explosions, not just here in America, but the world over. By the time we learned they were void outs, and what void outs were, the country was pretty much done. But hey, that was then and this is now. Things are looking up. I just got told my kid brother's still alive. Oh, darn. Which one of these two guys died? Was it Igor or this guy? There was a Victor and an Igor. One of them died, and I can't remember. I might be reading the words of a dead man, and I can't be asked to remember his name. 3 more years. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. He's heading up a corpse disposal team in Capital Knot City. Yeah, that's the guy that died, Igor. I was on the back of a truck with him and a corpse. Handled his shit well enough to get picked for the second expedition. 3 more years, oh, and he'll be out here with me. Can't wait to see him again. Dang. That's unfortunate for those guys, for those two, for those brothers. Victor and Igor. That's cool though. Victor, me and Victor had a talk about that. I've got a what is it? Like a little figurine that Igor had on the hanging from this pod. And I'm carrying it with me, and he wants me to take it out west with me. This little thing that dangles from my backpack or whatever. Okay, we have interviews with preppers. What else? The Journal of an Unknown Man. I think I'm going to wait on reading those. We can read the prepper interviews, though. This is an interview with the engineer at his personal shelter 2 years ago. My horizons ain't exactly broad. That said, I'm not completely cut off from the outside world. I knew what Bridges was and that they were trying to rebuild America, but when you're living down here, it's hard to see how that's got anything to do with you and yourself, am I right? My folks holed up in this shelter after the death stranding, had a kid and raised him in their slice of paradise, and together we lived off whatever Fragile Express was kind enough to bring our way. They told me tales about the good old days, but I've never had much of an imagination. Couldn't see how a country long gone was any concern of me and mine. Far as I figured, if Fragile Express was happy to keep bringing us stuff, we didn't need anybody else, and we certainly didn't need America, whatever that even was. Or sorry, whatever that even was? Whatever that even was. Whatever that even was. No. We didn't need anybody else. We certainly didn't need America. Whatever America was, whatever that is. He's dismissive. But then one day I was looking at a part for this machine my dad put together. He was an engineer too. And I noticed something. It said, made in the USA right there in tiny print. Got me to thinking that America might not exist anymore. But the stuff Americans built is still around, making our lives a little bit easier even now. You could say the old country lives on in its works, kinda like how my folks live on in me. They, died a while back. Anyway, if they were American, I guess that makes me American too, and maybe this shelter a part of it all. Once I realized that, I started pouring my heart into building stuff to help you guys put the country back together. Thanks, dude. We really appreciate it. Your engineering is, not gone unnoticed. You've provided us, plenty. Terrorists posing as Fragile Express couriers. The terrorists have been at it again lately. Sorry, I just started reading it. Who are we reading? Whose words are these? The craftsman. At his personal shelter a year ago. 2 years ago, 1 year ago. Okay. The terrorists have been at it again lately. You heard, right? About how they've been sneaking in and out of cities disguised as Fragile Express couriers? We'll have another disaster on our hands at this rate, but it's not like we can just cut them out. We need Fragile's people to keep on doing what they're doing. We rely on these guys for a lot, though maybe we shouldn't. I hear they're transporting weapons now. Why they'd be so stupid I can't imagine. Spreading shit around that kills in a world where the dead are ticking BT bombs? Sure, terrorists are a threat, and mules a royal pain in the ass. But what genius figured escalation was the way to go when we all know where it leads? We need weapons, no tools that can take down the bad guys without killing them. And we need the hardware in circulation gone yesterday. We can't keep folks from dying in accidents or getting sick. We can't keep them from dying, period, but the deaths we can put off, we ought to. Violence isn't just ugly, it's damn near suicidal in this day and age, which is why I'm looking to make a bunch of less than lethal gear in the hopes that it'll prevent a few idiots from getting themselves and others killed. I like the sound of that, Mr. Craftsman. It's unfortunate that just means custom hematic grenades, but I'll take them when I'm in town. The America of the past. This is an interview with the Elder at his personal shelter up on Bullshit Mountain 2 years ago. Oh boy, you want to hear about America? Well, you asked for it. But if you're looking for some rose-tinted bullshit, you've come to the wrong place. I was an immigrant, you see. Nothing special about that. Whole country was built by immigrants. Right off the bat, I could see it was quite the land of the free. It wasn't quite the land of the free I'd been led to believe, but for a while there it wasn't so bad. Even bought into the American dream for a minute. I mean, hell, they let a black guy and a woman take a shot at the presidency, you know? Yeah, crazy. I don't know. I mean, it's a good thing for sure, but we should be aiming for so much more. And I don't know if the elder even realizes that. I mean, I guess that's the point. He's an immigrant and he's just excited about what we have managed. Which is what, you know, it's not unimpressive and it's not unimportant. It is a big deal. Where was I? Of course. Black guy and a woman got to take a shot at the presidency. Didn't last, though. Somewhere along the line, I don't know, man. This is a debate. I mean, definitely it did happen at somewhere along the line, but was it before or after what you were just talking about? Somewhere along the line, people became so damned intolerant. All of a sudden, there wasn't any room for other opinions, or other people for that matter. We even elected a guy right before the Death Stranding that wanted to build a wall along the whole border. Didn't I read this one already on stream? I swear I remember reading about the wall, and from the elder. What is this one about? I'm starting to feel like I'm going crazy, like I'm just gonna keep going. I feel like I read this one, though. Once that, where were we? We were talking about Strumpf. Stop people like me from coming in. Yes, once that talk started up, I reckon that was that. How could I expect a goddamn thing from a country that didn't want me? How could I hope to get in, or sorry, to get by in land where the weak... How could I hope to get by in land? I think they meant in a land where the weak and needy get fucked over for profit and peace of mind. I think these are valid questions coming from a position like that. So yeah, I figured holing up in a shelter was the way to go. Didn't know how bad things would get. No one did, but I tell you, if it hadn't been for that single decision, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. Just goes to show that the only person anybody can rely on is his own damn self. UCA, give me a break. You're just pushing the same old bullshit packaged for a brave new world. I like that this is written from the perspective of a... Or sorry, not from the perspective, how do I say, in the voice of sort of a rural... You get these sentences like pushing the same old bullshit. You get that OL apostrophe and bullshit, which is sort of a... And then a phrase like his own damn self, which is very much a southern phrase, saying it that way. Where did this guy pick up talking this way? Because every time I go up there and drop off his fucking... Viagra or whatever, he talks like an old German guy, like a wrinkly old like vaguely European. It sounds kind of German, but can't quite tell. He definitely doesn't sound like someone who would say something like that. Just goes to show that the only person anybody can rely on is his own damn self. It's cool, though. It's cool. I love the Elder either way. Oh, this is from him, too. I get to read more. Yeah, see? Building, the guys look at right here on the 5th line. And the guy's building them? Question mark? He doesn't talk like that. I've spoken with this man. Unless, like a piano fell on his head at some point between 2 years ago and now. And it's like that thing that there's, like, I guess it's documented, or I've heard of it at least, where they were, like, some, like, people can get hit on the head and then they wake up, like, speaking in another accent or language or whatever. I'm gonna ask the elder about this shit the next time I see him. This is I don't know. I can't let it rest. This is weird. That doesn't compute with me. What is this, interview about with him anyway? Okay. Shelters. Gotcha. Prepper shelters. This was 2 years ago. Okay. They just kept interviewing him, or he kept talking, and they cut it up into 2 separate, documents. Back before the death, or before the Stranding, there was all kinds of companies selling all kinds of shelters. Hurricane-proof, earthquake-proof, disease-proof, war-proof, terror-proof. Probably had a recession-proof model for all I know. I guess he was on the other side of the wall. Anyway, you could picture it all going to hell. They had a shelter for it. Any way you could picture it all going to hell. For any way that you could picture it all going to hell, they had a shelter. And the guys building them? Military types, astronautical engineers, amateur enthusiasts. Everybody and his uncle was out to make a buck. But if you wanted something that'd actually last, you had yourself 3 solid choices. First, there's your American Survival Shelters units. They were a global military hardware supplier. Used to build big government bunkers, nuclear shelters, all that. They started selling to the general consumer right before the Stranding. Damn good timing, huh? Yeah. Did they know something? Is that what you're getting at? Anyway, those babies were the... those babies were the creme de la creme. We're not talking about actual babies. That's a thing in this game. They could have... That's the thing. Got confused for a second. I was like, oh yeah, yes, of course. Bridge babies. No. Shelters. So these were like the military, suppliers. Next up, you had your Millennium Preppers. Okay, they made it big right after a string of terror attacks. Started out selling bank vaults and reinforced containers and the like. Wasn't hard for them to break into the shelter game, and they knew how to build them tough. Then there's your domestic guys. World Safety Housing. World Safety Housing, huh? All about affordability they were. Cheap and cheerful. Well, as cheerful as anyone could be after the Stranding. Still, they did a lot of good for a lot of folks after things went to shit. Okay, so they were... non-profit, maybe? I don't know how they would have sustained it. As horrible as everything was right before the Stranding. Yeah, that's the rest of the interviews that we had. Yes? Wasn't it? I'm saving that journal for later. I'll try and collect them all and read them all at once. Oh no, okay, let's figure out, okay, weather forecasts, stuff that we've unlocked recently, that's all self-explanatory. Well, I don't know. Actually, we unlocked a bunch of structures, that's right. I can build safe houses and timefall shelters and jump ramps, which I don't even know about yet, really. I don't understand them. It's a director's cut thing that I'm not familiar with. Floating carriers, using them, riding them, controls for them, powering them, placing stuff on them, towing them, floating them, with vehicles. Wait. Vehicles cannot be used. Okay, cool. That's not changed. Quick controls for placing carriers. Floating carriers can carriers can be placed directly on the ground. Directly on the ground, yes, of course. Yeah, I knew this. It's always been this way. Okay, that's all my tips. I've learned everything I need to learn. I've drank everything I need to drink. I've had a crypto buyout. It's time to leave the private room and go into the world and do stuff. And am I ever excited about it? Let's plug into the baby. Let's plug into the baby device. And Mads Mikkelsen is dancing around.
Like we used to. Come on. Keep up. Sorry. Did I wake you up? Today's Mommy's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the anniversary of when we first met.
That is a very sad man there. That is a very, very sad individual. Yes, this was the big thing last time I streamed, yes. Having this thing, this carrier stuck on the back of the trike situation. I love it. It's awesome. I'm gonna interface with the terminal. You know what? Actually, I'm not. I'm going to interface with my cufflinks. They're gonna tell me about some ranked orders and stuff. Ranked nightmares. Okay, that's like boss fights. Gotcha. Not worried about it right now. I just want to play the game. I'll do all that stuff later, like on my own, probably. Stupid spam in the chat. I hate those. Don't want it. Don't care about that. What am I looking at here? What have they just taught me about? Ranked nightmares? Was that the tip I'm looking for? Sure is. Okay, I'm done with that. What did I come in here for really? A delivery of handmade pickles to Lake Knot City from the Elder is the only active order right now. And that's a bot. There's a bot taking that. Okay. So I have nothing going on. And I'm at the distro center. Yes. I came out here, and among those guys I got a lot done. I don't think I had any orders left. That's sort of why I'm here. But those guys had a lot of materials available. And I'm thinking maybe I take my trike and I just build some roads today. Sort of take all the materials from those guys and drive them out here past the distro center to wherever the next auto paver is set up. Because I guess there it is. Yeah, you can kind of see it on this map. Who knows where the road goes from there? I don't think I've found an auto paver beyond that one, because I haven't really started going out that way, but South Knot City is down here, and that's our ultimate goal, so the road makes its way here eventually, and that's partially why I want to get it completed. That's going to help with other stuff, though, of course. All the standard orders, that's what we really care about. getting those S ranks. We're gonna need road for that, yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna hop on my trike and let me have a look at the actual map here. Lake Knot City. See, they've got tons of stuff. Look at that. Over 5,000 metals. Almost 3,000 ceramics. What does our auto paver require? Because we can look at it now on the map for real. It doesn't even need 1,000 metals. And it needs less ceramics. I could fit that definitely on a on this trike. Hell, they have enough up at the weather station, but, you know... Lake Knot, they're farther away, so I don't know why that's better. You know what, maybe I'll go... well... No, I've got a pretty good way up and down the hill on a trike. I came up with a decent path. I think this is it here. Right here, if I just follow this. This is sort of where I was running around in the last stream. Yeah, okay, I think that's my plan. I'm gonna go up to the weather station and borrow some of their... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need materials at the weather station for... Because that's the next order that I have to take on. First of all, like story-wise, this is where I'm going next. Also, there was an order here to build a safe house that was basically like a little tutorial order that it teaches you how to make one and how much materials and stuff you need for it. So maybe I don't want to waste materials from the weather station. I'll just I'll go to Lake Knot City and I'll load up with as much materials as I'm gonna put that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take as many metals and ceramics as I require specifically for this auto paver. Where is it at? Right here. So I'm gonna need, what is it, 870 of metals? Yeah, that sounds right to me. And then 650 of ceramics. 870, 650. Maybe I should write it down. Okay. I've got that written down, and I'm going to pull that out when I get to Lake Knot City, and I'll put that much. I'll get as close to that as I can. Throw that on the back of the trike, and then I'll load down the rest of the trikes, like, but whatever it can handle, whatever else it can handle with special alloys, and also put as much of that on my back as I can. And I might grab more if I can on the way back, like from the craftsman or something, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Safe houses need a lot of special alloys, so I want to make sure I have a bunch. And we are going this way. Out to Lake Knot. If I can get myself in the energy zone, please. Let's energize here. Ah, yes. This feels good. Back in the world of Death Stranding. Everything is nice and gray and rocky and beautiful. Some of the rocks are floating. BB is enjoying the ride. I must have seen that message on a previous stream, but that's a director's cut thing, I'm sure. BB used to just laugh, and you knew you were doing good because BB... Whoa! Chill out, screen. Alright. We're always gonna be going through mule territory, taking these roads, but it's cool. I like that they build the roads basically to circumvent terrorists and mules and stuff. As long as you're going fast, you don't have to worry about it, really. Hey, there's a timefall shelter. We'll see those around. I'll probably build one myself at some point. Somewhere. If for no other reason than for the achievements. Build all the structures. Wow, there's timefall shelters everywhere. Somebody has spotted me on my highway here. Too bad. Too bad they can't do nothing about it. They wish. They wish they were fast enough. They wish they had what I had. I don't even have stuff. What? I'm not carrying anything. Why do they care? Do I have stuff to deliver? Am I carrying what do I have? I was supposed to be taking something to these guys, wasn't I? To Lake Knot. What is it? Oh, wait a minute. Where are these pickles? I left these pickles somewhere. And I haven't taken them back. Oh no. Alright, we'll figure it out. I'm already here. I'm not about to turn around. That'd be stupid. I forgot the pickles, guys. I just came to raid, like, your closet for metals and stuff. Okay, Sam, you just leave that right there. We're gonna interface with the terminal here. Do they have stuff that I can take on? They've got standard orders to take on. I don't know. How do I see my relationship with these folks? 'Cause that's what I'm mainly concerned with. I've done all these standard orders, gotten the S rank. Are any of these locations, like the Elder, am I at 5 stars with him? I did hit 5 stars with him. Same for the Engineer. Not for Lake Knot, though. I'm at 4.5 with them. 5 stars with the Craftsman. Still working on the distro center. Don't really have a lot of orders for them is the problem. Peter Engler, yeah, we got a pizza out to his dorky butt. I don't ever want to go back there, but I'm sure there's going to be some order or another that takes me there soon enough. Okay, well, I know what I came for. You know what? I don't want to use a truck. I've got my cool trike now. I'm gonna do what I came to do. Okay. I need 870 metals. Here's 800. Here is... It just comes in... Okay, well, I guess I'll take 100 then. I'm taking 900 metals and 650 ceramics. What's closest? Ooh, well, here's 640. And here's 40. So I'm taking 680. Alrighty. Put it onto the reverse trike transporter type. Look at that. It's so cool. Okay, and now I'm going to claim... I'm just going to try and take all of the special alloys that they have. Except not in this... Oh, hold on. Let's cancel this. Let's spread it out a little more. I'm gonna say one of these. And then, like... this... And maybe like a... Hold on now. Let's try some of these. And a few of these. Yeah, that's close enough. I'm gonna wipe them out on special alloys. And I'm gonna figure out... I'll take the small one. I'll take the medium one, and the medium one, and the large one, and the extra large one. Okay. Looking at the top of the transporter bike there, I'm gonna guess that it's probably gonna be able to take one more piece of, like, medium cargo. Or small, actually. Oh no. Okay. Well, I'm gonna... Yeah, I guess I'll just put this on the transporter. And then... Let's see if this will go on the transporter. It will! Oh, okay. Just stick that on there, and, will this fit too? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna guess that this will not. This is gonna probably push it... No? Okay, more. More stuff for the transporter. Cool. That's awesome. This bike is my... This is my new favorite thing in the world. Look at all this stuff I'm taking with me. This is awesome. Alright, let's do this thing. I guess I'll stop off at, I could stop off at the engineer. See what he's up to. Stop off at, I need to find the cargo that I was meant to take to Lake Knox City. I don't know where I left that. I have an active order. Oh, no, that's right. What am I, stupid? I said it was a bot. That's a bot doing it. We're waiting for that to finish. I have nothing going on. I'm just transporting stuff around. I'm having a great time with it. Let me quickly look at my cufflinks here. How do I typically get to the engineer? I guess I could pull off here. This is fine. Yeah, they're not gonna follow me. Cool, cool. Engineer. We're gonna check for orders, we're gonna check for materials. That's the plan. Standard orders, what do you got? Ooh. Oh yes, this one. I said that this was gonna be probably truck. Probably gonna need a truck for this one. Well, I don't know. The transporter trike can fit quite a lot on its back. I'm wondering if between it and myself I couldn't squeak by and get this order done. Because I can definitely get a trike off of that road there and up the side of the mountain to the weather station. I've done it before, and that just makes doing it subsequent times even easier. It wears down a path. So I don't know, I'm not going to do that right now, but I need to remember that that's here anyway. Oh, okay, the bot has completed its delivery to Lake Knot City. How do they feel about these handmade pickles? Wow, that was an A rank. It barely made the needle move on my rating with them, but whatever. Cool. So I only have one bot available, but I can have it make a delivery to Lake Knot City. This is worth more. Ship surveying equipment. Send out the bot.
Deploying autonomous delivery bot.
Send the bot. I've already done this one. Have the bot bring them some more. I love the little songs that they sing, these bots. That's so weird. Other people have left. Okay, I've seen another transporter trike out there. So nothing special going on as far as orders to take on. Except for this guy here, but we'll come back for that later. Materials. I think I'm gonna take half of his ceramics and 1,600 of these metals of his, and see if this fits on my back. Okay, let's auto-arrange it. And will any of these go on the trike? Oh my gosh, wow! It can fit more! This thing is crazy! Whoa! Oh no, okay. I'm about to overstuff it. This is fine though. This is fine on my back. Okay, well, I don't need to stop at the craftsman except to check for, like, orders or whatever. But wow, this transporter trike is the fucking bomb. This might be my favorite edition, and I'd never read about this. I looked up, I'm like, what's different about the director's cut? They're like, well, you got these, you can use, you can use the floating carriers on zip lines, and I was like, well, yes, that's fucking amazing. I can't wait till I get the zip lines, because that's gonna be awesome. No one told me about this thing. This is so cool. Well, I just need to get to the row. Oh, well, you know what? Take the bridge and then, yeah. This is how we do this. I shouldn't turn through mule territory to get out to the engineer like that. Just gotta go a little bit farther down the highway, I guess. This is much better. Much better. Okay. Let me boost myself. Right, there's sort of a... Need to slow down there when you hit that part. Yeah, look how much stuff I can carry just on the trike itself. Let alone my back. It's brilliant. This is truly great. I'm keeping on. How about you keep on keeping on? Sign. Why am I mad at the sign? I like signs. I like seeing other people's structure signs, all of that stuff. Holy crap. I saw a lot of stuff. Oh, of course, there's, there's some porters down there. Why are they not on vehicles using the energy grid? Goobers. Okay, well I've sent out a ping, but again, I'm not carrying any cargo, am I? Is there an auto paver down this way? There should be. I'm pretending like I'm curious, but yeah, it's right over here. Whoa! That's gonna take a whole lot of stuff. A lot of materials for that one. Okay. I guess I'll stop off at the craftsman and see if he's got any orders for me. Look at this massive deposit of crystals. 97? It looked bigger than that. Come on now. My eyes are lying to me now. Oh, Mr. Craftsman, what's going on? What orders do you have for me? All the stuff I've done. Just all stuff that I've done. Share locker, what is this now? Is there something for me specifically? A chess set that I can deliver to the craftsman. Okay. I'm gonna put that on my back. And I'm gonna, put it in, I don't know what the hell to do. Can I give that back, like, for someone else to... I'm just gonna take it somewhere else and let someone else turn it in here or something. What do I do with this? Deliver it. What? Is there a way to, like... That's the problem. It's for him, so it's just gonna make me, like, give it to him, like, woo, you found my lost cargo. No, it was just sitting there. You could have come out here and got it.
Delivering cargo.
Ah, it's you. How's it going? How you Bridges guys manage it?
I swear if you try and give me custom hematic grenades, I will not take them. I'll give them to someone else. I've done nothing. I don't deserve them. I walked in here hoping that you'd have an order
Keep it up, Sam.
that I hadn't done yet.
New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
It said no new order available. I do not believe them. None of these are new. It's lies. It's all lies. Okay, I'm getting back on my badass trike that carries mountains. And we're getting the hell out of here. The craftsman is going crazy. He wants to see me so badly, he's stuck like cargo in the locker, and he's like, hey, come like pretend that you found this and then give it to me. Okay, guy, sure. I'll come back when you've got a new order for me to fill. Otherwise, sayonara. Look at this thing, man. Awesome. I could probably put another piece of medium cargo there. Right on the back of it, sideways. That's crazy. Whoa! Lost cargo for the film director. I'll take it. I haven't been getting orders for him, but It'd be worth taking that out to him at some point. Not right away. I think I'll drop it off here at the private locker of this distro center. And I guess we can look... Did I already look at the orders available to me here? I'm sure I did. Let's have a look. Either way. That'll be worth it. Let's look at the private locker. Uh-oh. I've got other lost cargo for the film director in there. I don't have time for it right now. I'll just accumulate it and give it to him all at once. Custom hematic grenades. Oh, Lord. I've got 3 packs of that on my back. You know what? Some of that can go to other people, because I'm not using it at the mo. I've got 2 container repair sprays. What is that about? Everything else looks good to me. Donate some stuff. Someone else can use that stuff. Otherwise... No, I didn't look at the orders. What am I doing? Let's have a look. Ah. Materials delivery. Look at that. I could probably carry that on my back. It's going out to the weather station. Let's do it. Premium delivery. What is this? Deliver hematic grenade level 1 ×3 to the weather station. Would it count if I just fabricated them up there and then stuck them in the locker? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna burden myself with anything extra, because these materials weigh enough already, and I don't know if it's gonna let me use my bike if I've got so much stuff on my back. We're gonna see. We're gonna give it a try. Wait, what? So what is the deal with this supply request? Do I have to select it then? I'll select it. We're gonna try and get it done for somebody's sake. I don't need a vehicle, I have one. It's just not on the elevator right now. Throw that on my back, throw that on my back, throw that on my back. Put that on the... no, okay, that's not gonna fit on the reverse strike. We'll figure this out. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back all the way. Before I've accepted this order. Because these material deliveries, or materials deliveries, it's gonna give me like a small percentage of what I deliver to them as like usable materials when I get there, so I can like recycle some of the stuff I've brought on the trike, and that'll be fine because I'm sure the difference will be made up. I just need to be able to carry the stuff for the actual order and not all this BS. I guess I'll just get rid of the heaviest stuff. The XLs. Yeah, the metals. Well, no, I shouldn't be recycling these because these guys don't need... They're maxed out on metals already. Return. Oh no, what should I do? Shove them in the private locker? I could do that. I guess I will. Place it in the private locker. What else is heavy? I'll just get rid of the XLs. That's good enough. Anything extra large is going in the private locker to make room for a standard order. We're going to take on the premium delivery. We're going to take on the supply request. We don't need anything else. We don't need any of that stuff. Load it all onto the reverse trike. It all fits. I might be able to take some stuff back out of the private locker. Let's have a crack at it. Can I take this? Can I put this on there? Okay, that fits. How about this? Nope, okay, that's gonna be too much. And how much is on my back? Not much. You know what? Let me take a few on my back. Let me try... What is on the reverse trike anyway? I'm taking metals and ceramics for the order. I've got... I'll take special alloys. I'm just gonna try... I'll take this. See if I can carry this on my back. And this is lighter, I guess. I'll try... We'll see if I can make this work. Yeah. Oh, God.
Order assigned.
Alright, I can still use the trike. That's cool. It's letting me use the trike. Off we go to the weather station. Loaded down with all kinds of, materials. I hope they're ready for my butt. I'm gonna get up to the weather station. I'm going to... Well, actually, I need to get... I'm gonna... I'll be... You know what? Let's have a look at the auto paver before we even go up the hill, you know? Because I might just come back and grab some more stuff. Build some more roads. The thing is, the weather station is close. I kind of want to just do stuff... Do weather station stuff, if that makes sense. Look at this beautiful country. And look at this auto paver. Let's do this thing. Do I have enough? Did I bring enough with me? Let's have a look. Okay. It's gonna take me over a little bit on the metals there. I've got enough. I think I've got enough. This is actually pretty close. For having sort of changed the plan there. Okay. And I've got enough chiral crystals with me. Shove those in the slot as well. We've got a new section of road here, folks. Let's do this thing. I'm getting a whole bunch of likes for it. I love that. Yes. It feels good. I'm getting that lycocin flowing through my, brain or whatever, my, hormone secretors. I don't know. Lycocin. Goofy shit. Alright. Well, I guess we should see how far the road goes and where the next, auto paver is. Hopefully this road does not do that, thing where it just, like, flies, yeah. Road is closed. I should get off of it somewhere. Well, okay, there's a bridge there. I'm good. This is fine. Ah, okay. Oh my lord. It's a good thing. It's a good thing Sam is happy to wait. while I sit here and adjust my hat. My head itched. I just needed to scratch my head, and then everything, because I'm wearing a hat under headphones. Simply because it is a Bridges hat, and I love this game that much. I will put myself through that discomfort. What was I looking for? I guess I'm looking for where would the next auto paver be to keep going on this road. I kind of see it, I think. Next to the... that's a watchtower there, kind of. Is that a watchtower? What's going on over here? Yeah, it's a watchtower, and I think that's the auto paver too. Oof. 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 Okay. Yeah, here we go. Well, do I have anything else to deliver to it? I don't think so. Let's have a look. Quickly, and then get out of here before the rain takes me. Well, I guess I could, you know, I've got some medals to give to him. And I'm carrying plenty of chiral crystals. I can max that one out. Yeah, I wouldn't need to bring much down here from the weather station, I guess, to finish this one. Cool. We'll make like half a contribution now and bring the rest down later. For now, I need to get this stuff out of the rain and up the hill, up the mountain. Up the mountainside, I guess. So we're going back. Not using the road. We're gonna use that bridge we saw. Can't get back on the road from over here. I like that it does that. Like you just fill out sections of the road and some of them end. Like it reminds me of Back to the Future Part 3 always. When you have the road end like that, just up in the air. It's like, well, I don't know, if I hit the end of it going 88 miles per hour, I guess I'll be safe. But, you know, it's a risk that I don't have to take, so I'm not going to. I'm not trying to time travel anyway. I'm trying to make deliveries. What am I looking for? The way that I go. The way that I go, the way that I've gone. Here it is. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, that's not bad. You know what I should do, though, is build a bridge down here. Somewhere. Let me see. Yeah. You know? I'll build me a bridge here. And then I'll just, take this way that I've gone. Mr. Toothless is gone as well. Thanks, Mr. Toothless. Thanks, Lump. I'm reading that right, yes? Lump. Lump sat alone in a boggy marsh. Totally emotionless, except for her heart, or whatever. What is the lyric? Something like that. Let's get up the mountain. I'm gonna remember, did I have a PCC? Do I have PCCs on me? I don't think I brought that. No. I might, grab one up at the weather station and bring it down and build a bridge there. Might be worth doing. Because I've got a nice way up and down here. This does not take me through any sort of, like, BT territory, as far as I know. I kind of go through some rain. Are there no... Where's the closest generator? Up there. I just gotta get to the top. There it is. Doy. I always forget what structure the weather station actually is. This is just sort of another thing off to the side of it. I don't know what it's for. All the stuff is up here, though. Here's a sick-ass level 3 generator. Can I give this some likes? I'm gonna get out and give it some likes. Jeez. Here we go. Come on. Boop bop boop bop boop bop boop. There we go. 500 likes. Oh, it has that song I don't recognize. That's true. I'm sure I'll learn it over time. It's familiar with a bunch of other music from the original version of the game. Okay. Yes, I've got everything. It should all be in good order. I will have you look at it, Mr. Alex Weatherstone. Let me know what you think about my delivery.
Thanks for coming. It means a lot. I really can't believe you brought this much. How did you manage to carry it all?
Do you see the trike behind me? Come on, dude. I know you're not stupid. So don't say stupid things. Okay. So they're increasing my access to ceramics here by a little bit. That's what I got out of all that. And some numbers are going up, which is always good. Alright. What else? Oh, okay, he's gonna give me more ceramics, right? Oh. Yeah. What is this? Metals. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, dude.
Well,
more metals.
And take care of yourself.
Uh-huh.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Alright, let's access the delivery terminal. So we should have, yes. Wheat seed delivery to the Timefall farmers and construct a safe house. Did I listen to the briefing for this? Let's try, let's listen.
Great job, Sam. You've helped us expand the chiral network deep into the mountains. But our colleagues at the weather station still have it rough.
Mm-hmm.
You know as well as anyone how treacherous the roads up there can get.
There are no roads.
Now, but they still need regular supply runs to survive. We'd like you to build a safe house nearby for other porters handling deliveries. There's a perfect spot about halfway up the mountain I've designated as the building site.
Okay.
If it turns out there isn't enough there for our needs after all, you'll have to come up with the rest on your own.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna probably need more materials than what I've got, or something, who knows. I'm gonna take on the delivery of the take on the construction of the safe house. Yes, a heavy load, what? Okay. I don't need, I'm not gonna need much. What is this? Okay, they're giving me a floating carrier, they're giving me the PCC to build the foundation, and they're giving me some special alloys, which I guess I'm gonna carry in my hand. And, I will also carry... What? Just put them on the fucking reverse trike. Lord almighty. Where are the ones that are... Here, put these on the reverse trike. There we go. Auto arrange. Alright, let's do this thing. I'm carrying a whole bunch of crap on my back. I'm very disorganized right now, but I just need to get down to the site.
Find your way to the building site.
The building site, as he puts it. Yes, and
I'll contact you with additional
get the foundation put down, and then we can figure it out from there. Alright, let me kick into high gear here. Where do they want me to build this sucker? Right here. Alright.
Alright, you've made it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get that safe house built.
You good to go, Sam? First, equip your PCC and select Safe House.
She didn't say level 2. What if I had a level 1 PCC with me and I wasn't reading the the subtitles, then I wouldn't know that I need this let PCC to build the safe house. I might be stuck here for an hour not knowing what to do. Guys, Kojima, what have you got for me? I'm being facetious. I think they over-tutorialize a lot of stuff in this game, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad. How do I want my safe house oriented? I think that it would look nice if it was sort of like this, where I was like, yeah, let's do it like this, so that the ends of it sort of align somewhat with these paths that around us. What is that path? It goes down the mountain, of course. Yeah, this is great. I hope I have enough stuff with me, because this is just a foundation for right now.
Sam, you'll want to get those materials over to the safe house sooner rather than later.
Okay. Dork. I don't know, between me and the trike, I might have enough to do this right here and right now. Let's see. Oh, good lord. Oh, no. Oh, Sam. There you go. Good job. Okay, let's see. Do I have enough stuff to complete the structure? I'm carrying a whole shit ton of special alloys. Whoa. Yeah, I've got it. Oh, I have it exactly. Okay, there we go. And chiral crystals, I always know I've got plenty of those. I should stop and pick up some, though. I've been contributing to a lot of structures today. Yes. Upgrade. Oh, this is like a special cutscene. It's not gonna let me hang out and wait. It's just gonna make me watch it. Cool. Way to go, Sam. I got an S rank and everything. That feels good. Is it Legend of Legends of Legends S rank or not? I don't think it is. It's an order for Sam, so it doesn't count like that.
This safe house will be a boon to countless others in the long run. I'm not just talking about the porters who will use it as a stopover on the way to the weather station, but the people they help and the people they help. We're all connected to someone else, Sam. But you'll have the honor of being the first person to rest there.
You want me to do that? Is that what you're telling me? Am I meant to be resting at the safe house now? I was told the bot completed its delivery. I would also like to make sure that this gets taken care of. So I'm gonna head back up. Where is my reverse trike? Seriously. Where is the vehicle? Oh, there it is. Oh, good. Oh, Sam, chill. Chill, man. It's okay. It's okay. We can make it up to that. You know what? I'm gonna drive the reverse trike back down. Because here's the thing. I'm gonna upgrade this safe house to level 3. Over time. I will get it from level 1 to 2, and then I will get it from 2 to 3. I think it's all special alloys, though, other than the chiral crystals, which is... what is that, 500? Let's see. What can I contribute right now? Plenty of more of this. These. Special alloys. I'm carrying... That's right. That's my gift of metals that's still on my back. I guess I'll put the chiral crystals in. Good job, Sam. Got a lot done here. Alright. I'll hop on my trike and head back up to the weather station and check out, first of all, the auto delivery that got completed. Maybe I can get another one going down to Lake Knot City or something. Down to the distro center, perhaps. A delivery for them. Get me closer to 5 stars. Sam, come on now. Alright. Let's do this thing. What do we got? One for Lake Knot, one for the distro center. This one for Lake Knot is worth a decent chunk of likes. It's not gonna do much for me if I send it as a bot order, but it will be something. Let's have a look here. How did this bot do? It's an A rank, okay. Didn't do much for me. But it's making some of my numbers go up, kind of, so that's nice. Both of them have the same projected post-delivery damage, but this one has more likes. The only difference is it's gonna take a little bit longer, which I don't care that much about. It's automated. I can wait. I've accomplished many other things waiting for these bots to finish their deliveries. So that's not something to worry about at all, I don't think. What else? The next order for me, the big deal, EO, that I need to do is this wheat seed delivery to the Timefall farm. I don't know if I'm going to get that done today. I'm still doing my due diligence, my methodical sort of style of play, and trying to get the weather station here, I guess, fully integrated into the fold logistically. Yeah, so there was that thing. So what do I really want to do? I was talking about upgrading my safe house, which I'm going to need a bunch of special alloys for. I need to fabricate 3 level 1 hematic grenades. I can do that right quick, and then I'll just deliver them here. As I don't know how that supply request works, yeah. So we'll manufacture 3 of these. That's cool that it had a little marker next to it. Like that. Just optimize the cargo here. And make delivery. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll just deliver them through this menu. Cool. There you go. I've completed a supply request for somebody. Wait, is this a... That symbol next to it, and it says supply request number 1. It feels like I was supposed to do this. But that's a person there. With a nice road as their profile picture. Cool. I hope that it comes in handy for them. I know how to use floating carriers. Don't insult my intelligence right now. Okay, so I've taken care of that. I guess what I want to do now is look at the map And where was that auto paver at? That's what I'm taking care of next. This. They still need... It still needs 230 metals, okay? And 700 ceramics. So... Metals-wise, they're maxed out on metals here. Good lord. I'll shove them in the private locker, I guess. And I'm gonna claim... I've already forgotten what it was. 230 metals, 700 ceramics. So... I'll grab this. And... this will get me pretty close. And that stuff can probably fit on my back without dragging me down too much. Even though I am going to be taking the trike to get down there. Yeah, I'm going to take these materials down, fill out that auto paver, take the road back down the way towards the other facilities and mine them for all of their special alloys, because apparently that's what I'm going to need to upgrade this safe house. And then I'll figure it out from there. But that's a whole lot of stuff that we're doing, so that's going to give me a chance to talk about something. And I want to talk about movies. I want to talk about films. I like watching movies. I've watched a bunch of them pretty recently. I watch movies all the time. It's just a thing that I do. And I think that Kojima is the same way. Hideo Kojima. The entity behind this game that I'm playing here. So, I don't know. I figure if I'm going to be streaming Death Stranding, why not talk about movies, review them, discuss them. It doesn't have to be anything academic or official or crazy like that. I just talk about movies that I've been watching, or, I don't know, stuff that I've been thinking about. I should have taken a PCC down with me to make that bridge that I was talking about before. Movies, yeah, I watch them all the time. I love movies. I've got a few of them on my desk right now. I've got a disc that's been sitting on my desk forever because I just watch this movie sometimes, I guess. It's a movie that I like a lot. Here's my Blu-ray of The Lighthouse. And then here's the packaging, the Criterion release of The Beatles, A Hard Day's Night. I have this out. I think the disc itself is actually in my computer right now. And I was watching it for a video that I'm working on. Yeah, so I watched that. I don't know, how do I grab those just to prove that I'm a movie-watching person. You can also see some movie posters and, movie box sets and, books and all sorts of stuff in the background of where I'm sitting. And I love, I don't know, I just love movies. Recently I've been watching, mainly, I've been watching Paul Thomas Anderson films. I've been catching up, like, I've seen, let's see. I'll talk about what I've seen in the last week. Which is, I sat down and watched The Master and There Will Be Blood. And then I was on that kick and I wanted to keep going, and I watched, what am I doing? I turned the wrong way. I meant to be going to, the auto paver. Yeah, so I watched The Master, I watched There Will Be Blood, and then I wanted to watch more Paul Thomas Anderson. I'd never seen Boogie Nights before, so I started watching Boogie Nights, and then I was too tired that night, and I got like maybe 30 minutes into it and couldn't. I was just, like, struggling to stay awake, and not because it's a bad movie. I love Paul Thomas Anderson. This is a point that I was gonna get around to eventually. Like, his movies are fucking great. But I don't know, I guess I can talk about The Master and There Will Be Blood specifically, because those are the two that I watched this week. And I'd seen them before. Well, I'll talk about the movies of his that I've seen before. Those two I've seen once each. Before I watched them again this week. And, in those days, I don't think I would have, that I really absorbed much about them other than that they were good, which, like, I don't know, I guess that's sort of where I was at in those days. Like, I was watching movies and going, okay, people tell me this is good, clearly it's well made, but that's all about, I don't know how to articulate what it is that I think is good about it or what I like, so you sort of fall back on those things like, oh, you know, it's got, good performances and cinematography or whatever, like, things that you've heard, elements that you know are part of of filmmaking, and you can sort of, like, flub your analysis by just praising aspects of it without really identifying what it is that they're contributing to it, I guess. But I got a hell of a lot out of those movies watching them this week. I watched The Master once, and then I watched There Will Be Blood twice, actually. And I kind of wanted to watch The Master again, the same way that I felt like I just wanted to watch There Will Be Blood again, having watched it so recently. It's like, you know, I don't know, there's so much to absorb, and the experience of watching it, for me anyway, Paul Thomas Anderson movies are I think back in the day I found them to be a bit harder to what's the word? Like, on an emotional level, I guess I wasn't connecting with his movies. I understood that they were well made, but I guess the subject matter and the way it was presented was still a little too alien to me. It came off like unreal or something compared to whatever I was used to watching, I guess, movie-wise. But I don't know, watching The Master and There Will Be Blood this week was electrifying. Those are, I mean, I was talking to my brother about it, but The Master specifically, the end of it is the resolution is we're resolving a lot of things in one scene, and all of it is I mean, you got to see this thing. I was on the edge of my seat watching what is literally, like, if you just want to talk about what's happening in front of you, it's just two guys sitting across from each other at a desk talking, and there's so much silence between them. Like, very, very little actually gets said, but I mean, I'm hanging on every line, and I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, like, electrified, just waiting to see what is the resolution, because the conflict presented is so compelling. Maybe for that reason, because it's something that I consider myself, and and wonder what the answer is. Who wins, you know? If you've seen The Master, I think maybe you know what I'm talking about, but what side of the coin comes out on top in the end over time, on a long enough timeline? And then the question that Philip Seymour Hoffman's character presents to Joaquin Phoenix, that sort of releases him and kind of ends the film, which is, I'll be paraphrasing, but he asks him if he does figure out how to live his life completely free without being slave to anything or anyone, to basically come back and let him know the secret, which is a great way of closing that out. Sorry, spoilers for the end of The Master. Jeez, it's been out for a long time. I'm talking about it on fucking Death Stranding stream. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. I haven't spoiled too much for you. There Will Be Blood, though. Jeez. I don't know if it's better than The Master. I think what I wanted to get at as well is, since I brought up Paul Thomas Anderson, is like all of the stuff that I've seen of his is like perfect, and it's like kind of perfect in a way that's a little bit wrong. Like, you want there to be some, like, an edge to it that doesn't work, so that it can be, I don't know, that you can compare it to other movies. Yeah, I guess that's what it is for me. I just want, like, it would make me more comfortable if his movies weren't so stellar on so many different fronts, because it makes it hard to I don't know, it makes it harder. I don't know, it makes it harder for me to articulately talk about why I love him so much. Yeah, good movies. I think I still have some time left on my Boogie Nights rental. I'm probably gonna watch that after I finish this stream, because I don't want to not finish it. I want to see where that goes. I was enjoying it, Boogie Nights, until my eyes were not staying open, and I wanted to see where they were taking it. But other Paul Thomas Anderson movies I've seen include Punch Drunk Love more than once. I've seen that. That's probably, I don't know, I've probably seen that the most of all of his movies, but I don't know how many times I've seen it. Inherent Vice, Phantom Thread, and I feel like I'm forgetting one somewhere in there, but there hasn't been one I don't like. Oh, Licorice Pizza I saw in the theater a few years ago when that came out. I thought it was pretty good. I probably need to see it again, because I don't think I really absorbed fully what the deal is with what is this now? BT territory, perhaps? Okay. Let me get out of the terminal here. I want to look at... what am I looking at? I didn't find another auto paver. I finished this one. And we got a nice road coming out this way, and, it curves this way, so I don't know where the next auto paver is gonna be. I don't think that's really important, though. We need to kind of figure out this stuff over here. This sort of angle here, like this, is what I'm looking at. The distro center, the weather station, and eventually the Timefall farm down there. And also my safe house. That's right, I wanted special alloys. How much do they have out at... I wiped them clean of special alloys at Lake Knot. That's right. A little over 1,000 at the engineer. Almost 1,500 at the craftsman. Wow, just 500 some odd at the elder. Man, would I even bother going up to him? I don't know. I can probably leave him out of the equation. It's just going up there is annoying. It's kind of out of the way. Zip lines would make that easier. Having some zip lines to get up there, so I don't have to drive up there every time I want to see his wrinkly ass. Distribution center. They've got 1,500. Okay. I guess the junk dealer would let me take some. Or sorry, not the junk dealer, the film director. I don't think I've met the junk dealer. I haven't been allowed to interface with that guy yet. Well, I guess I'll head back and clean out the engineer and the craftsman. And we'll see where it goes from there. What's this trike looking like? Anyway? 50% durability? I don't know, man. That's probably fine for right now. Yeah, so we're just collecting special alloys right now, that's it. That's all I'm doing. Heading to, the engineer first, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that'd make the most sense. So yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson, if you're not familiar, go read about the guy and maybe check out some of his films. The Master is the story of a guy post-World War II who was in the Navy. This is not a real character. This is not like a actual person or whatever that lived, but might have been based on people that they researched or whatever. What am I... Where am I... This is what I never can remember, is like, what do I... Okay, I'm not anywhere close to the engineer. I'm being a total fool right now. I need to keep going this way. The Master, yes, is the story of a former Navy something or another who I don't know exactly what he did. Seems like the main thing he learned to do in the Navy was make alcohol out of crazy shit like I don't know. What were they making alcohol out of in that shit? That was, you know, those crazy, like, I was just showing you a disc of the lighthouse. On the lighthouse, they make alcohol with, Now I've forgotten what they make alcohol on the lighthouse. They're... What was it? Just crazy shit. They can make alcohol out of stuff that it's probably not safe to be drinking, but they do it anyway just because it's the shit that they have around, and it gets you drunk. So that you find guys drinking fucking... What is it that they drink in the lighthouse? I kind of want to look it up. Hold on.
Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Turpentine. That's right. They use turpentine and honey. Anyway, I don't know what I was getting at. He's an alcoholic, and having trouble adjusting to life, post-war, and, this is did I say he was played by Joaquin Phoenix? It's played by Joaquin Phoenix. And he meets an enigmatic I would call him a cult leader. Let's call him a cult leader. He's got a sort of a following, and he's got sort of this new wave kind of philosophy that is it's like a faith-based. I'm not sure exactly what all the beliefs are. I guess they kind of keep it not vague, but there's only so much information they show you exercises that they do. They give you some certain characters reading or interpreting elements of the philosophy or whatever it is. It's it's bonkers. It's sort of I've seen a lot of comparisons drawn to Scientology. It's not something I might know much about. I don't think that they were like trying to directly satirize or take on Scientology with this movie or whatever. It's definitely a movie more about the psychology of these sorts of things, and you know, I guess you can apply it to in a larger context to people, and because it takes place in America and after the war, talking about the psychology of that sort of era, and you know, it's a historically minded examination of things, but we're looking at two characters as representations of more than just that, more than just the context of that time and place. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow up there, Norman. Check that one out. I like The Master a lot, and like I was saying, I think the, that final scene is where I was really gripped the most, because everything up to that point was so pitch perfect, in setting up that, I guess it's a catharsis I experienced, because you know, the movie provoked my mind, provoked me to ask and to think about, you know, a certain aspect of us and the world, and I think all of the things that I thought about and sort of the questions that sort of came up that I felt the movie sort of tugging out of me or whatever, I think that it delivered. It delivered a satisfying sort of answer to it all. While being sort of a, I mean, it is, I don't know. It's vague. It's vague, it's ambiguous. But I find it satisfying. And I mean, I don't know. What I call it is his best movie. I haven't seen them all. So no. I think I should probably watch them all first and then think about that. If at all. I don't think that's really something that I care about. Is it their best work? Especially with Paul Thomas Anderson. Like I said, everything I've seen of his I think is amazing, so are they worth comparing to each other in that way? I don't think so. Like There Will Be Blood. We can talk about that a little bit. I don't know how The Master stacks up on these lists that exist, that all these professionals and academics make, but There Will Be Blood is supposed to be one of the best movies of the 21st century, and maybe of all time. And having watched it twice this week, I think I agree. It's fucking equally electrifying and gripping in the way that The Master was, but we're talking about some of the same things, but plenty different and in a much different way. Still historically minded. There Will Be Blood is a movie about a very, very driven oil man in the California oil boom right around the turn of the 20th century. And he is played by Daniel Day-Lewis. What is this? For the elder, they can stay there, sleeping tablets. I'm sure he's sleeping fine. I haven't heard from him in a while. So, he's probably taking a long nap. Forever. Yes, Oil Man, played by Daniel Day-Lewis, and I would say it is similar to The Master in that, for me, the main conflict, the main tension of the movie is the conflict between his character and a character played by Paul Dano. Did I stop and steal everything from the Craftsman? Special alloys? I've just been talking about Paul Thomas Anderson for an hour. Yeah, I did. I guess I'm taking from the distro center next. I guess that was my plan. And, yeah, they're a lot like the two characters in The Master. I consider the main two characters in The Master and the sort of tension between them. They're sort of like two sides of a coin or something like that. And, it's an eternal struggle that maybe doesn't have an answer, which is why it's so compelling to watch. In this case, it's Daniel Day-Lewis's character and Paul Dano's character is a priest. And I don't want to give away what it is that they have in common and how they challenge each other and annoy each other. But that's really what it's all about, and there's a lot more to it than that, of course. There's a lot shown about the oil boom itself, and about how they get the oil out of the ground, and about the dangers and stuff of that. But it all ties into the character and the theme and the main the main idea, the thesis, the result. Let me just get charged up here. What is my trike looking like now? Did I stop? I didn't stop at the distro center. I'm so distracted just talking about these movies. Come on. Where am I? Where's the trike? Yeah, let's take it back. Oh my lord. Let's take it back to the distro center before it gets destroyed. Yeah. Daniel Day-Lewis. His character, is told about some oil that he can, some land that he can, go drill on. And, he moves out there and starts drilling and, meets Paul Dano and some of the other characters in the town, and, I don't want to give too much away, but great performances and, all of the other stuff that I talked about. I also didn't mention the score for either of these movies. I think There Will Be Blood is the first time Paul Thomas Anderson worked with Johnny Greenwood of Radiohead. But my lord, those scores are very cool. I think the score for There Will Be Blood, I look back at the things people say about these scores, and it's always, they talk about how unusual they are for film scores or whatever, and I think it seems like I feel like people get the idea that it's unusual because the music playing doesn't seem to or how should I put it? There are scenes that I guess you watch them and you go, well, this, you wouldn't score this with music that is giving me this feeling. Why is it giving me this feeling instead of something like a more typical thing that you would put here? Like, you've seen movies like a comedy. Movies have very similar scores where they use like really crappy comedy where they have that sort of score, or it's just like a lazy sort of like and it's just like some body fucking around on an oboe or whatever, and it's supposed to sound funny and be just sort of whimsical as a company, some sort of silly thing that's happening, or I don't know what you'd call it, like lowest common denominator kind of like comedy. But I don't know. I don't think the scores for either of these movies are that unusual. I think they do exactly what they're supposed to, and I think they create the kind of feelings that they're supposed to create. I don't think I'm spoiling too much when I talk about the opening of There Will Be Blood, because it's 2.5 hours long. If you're interested, you're going to watch it, so go watch it if you don't want to know anything else about it. But I'm going to talk about the opening, which is, they're just showing the landscape of, it must be California where he's digging for silver. Maybe it could be elsewhere, who knows? But he's mining for silver, and the opening shot is like a couple of like hills or mountains or whatever, and the score is very with strings doing a sort of discordant Penderecki type of thing, like they're what do you call it? Like it's long notes, it's held out, sustained, and they're sort of, maybe they're going up or down, like sort of chromatically or whatever you call it, but the feeling that it creates, I think it's exactly right for a shot of the landscape, especially one that is establishing the setting for the story that you're about to see. It matches very well with the I don't know, it's a sort of totality, and it's a sort of like what's the word? Sort of inevitability. That's the word that I'm looking for. There's a kind of sense of doom and inevitability, and like I say, totality to it, which I think, watch the movie, see if you agree with me. I think that's a great way to kick things off score-wise, and in terms of imagery. I like the first portion of that movie. I like the whole thing, but I don't know, I guess that's what I chose to talk about right now. What am I here for? I'm here claiming special alloys. Let's take them. Let's take them all. Okay. I'm cleaning them out. Throw them all on the transporter. Actually, I'm gonna offload them. And I'm gonna put the... I need this thing to go in the garage. It's so fucked up right now. We'll get that thing, we'll put that thing in the garage and have it go through its repairs, and I'm going to, I just saw that I had this, like, container repair spray that is destroyed. I guess I'll just recycle that. This climbing anchor is starting to get wore out. I'm gonna donate that. So yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson, check him out, check out the movies I've spoke about here today. I'm gonna keep going with my exploration of his works. I think because that's one of the things I do these days, is check out, once I find a filmmaker I like, I just sort of, okay, I'm gonna check out everything they did and catalog it in my weird brain and my weird way. Try and really get to grips with what I think about it and make sure I've absorbed it all, and then, you know, move on to whatever else. I'm not going to start talking about Boogie Nights. I don't know. I can't talk about what I think about the first 30 minutes of a movie like that. Other than I was enjoying it. I want this to come back out of the garage. Please. You know what? Let's have a look at the color scheme here. I'm just gonna get all these exclamation points off of this, and alright, let's have a look at what it actually looks like. Wolf gray. Olive drab. Why would you call it that? Olive can be a nice color paired with others. Ooh, stealth black. Bridges orange. Navy blue is what we're rocking right now. I don't want something bright like this. I don't want a grabby sort of color like these. Let's try wolf gray, and then what is the subcolor? Where does that change? Okay. I like that. That looks good. Let's try that.
Thank you for your contribution.
Wait, I didn't take it out of the garage. Also, I need to go into the share locker anyway. We need to donate stuff. I want to donate this. I want to donate one of these, I guess. Or both of them. I'm just carrying around a bunch of stuff that's taking damage. Stuff I'm not using. Put it all in the share locker. How's my power skeleton looking? I'll donate that and make me a new one. Let's fabricate another power skeleton just to be topped off. I want a golden power skeleton. Level 3. That's what I want. And I don't want to carry it on my back. I want to put it right there. Look at that. Tasteless. I love it. Did I take the trike out of the garage? I don't think I did. No, I need to get... I need to get the trike back out. Okay, where is it at? Here it is. Wolf Gray. Retrieve. Just gonna start putting everything... Shove it all onto the vehicle. No, I don't need that. What is that? Somebody else's poopy grenade, or what? That's a shower grenade. I don't need that. Someone else's shower water. Norman, chill. Come on now. Come on. Dude, how are you... We were at a fucking standstill. Baby's having fun with it, but I'm not. That was annoying. All I was trying to do was... You know what? Here, can I get some of this shit off my back and put it on there? How about this giant piece of cargo? And this. Also, I could have used my floating carrier to get all that stuff over here to this, but whatever. I started doing it this way, and I'm committed now. Okay. I guess I'll take these metals as well. Nice. Loaded down with special alloys. Like a G. Was there some other... What? There was an order that I could have taken on. What was it for? It was a collection of some kind. Did I have to deal with mules or anything? No, it was BTs. You know what? I'll take this order on, and yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll take these special alloys up to the safe house. I'll take on this order. Or sorry. I'll do this order on the way back. I'm taking it on right now. Hold on. I want some hematic grenades. Like, what the heck, man? Hold on now. What the hell just happened? I had this highlighted and I pressed A and it just... Come on, I just want 2 of these. Yes. Throw them on me back. Auto-arrange the cargo. Is there something on the ground? What's on the ground still? Oh, the shower grenade. I don't want that. I'm fine with everything how it is.
Order assigned.
Okay, let's do this thing. We're collecting performance-enhancing beverages from wherever the hell it is when I get out there. But mainly, I'm getting these special alloys up the hill. That's what I care about the most.
Safe travels.
That's the collection area. If I sort of turn off here. Well, should I pick them up now or on the way back down? There's a timefall shelter here. Let's see. We can, let's have a look and see how, let's have a look at the weather forecast. We unlocked this once we got the weather station, on the network. We now have this power, but we haven't really taken advantage of it. We can see where the timefall is and where it's going to be. So the blue areas are the timefall. The arrow indicates wind speed and direction, okay. And then we can change the time so we can see right now and then I think within the next 30 minutes what the weather will be like. So there's timefall now. Timefall 10 minutes from now. Timefall 20 minutes from now. Timefall 30 minutes from now. There's basically no point. The timefall shelter actually gives you the power to pass the time. 10 minutes, I think, is how much it advances time, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be raining for a while. I'm just going to have to go for it. I see a pretty tasty piece of lost cargo for the film director here, so I'm going to grab it. And I guess we're tangling with BTs as we collect this stuff for the distro center. Alrighty. Wow, don't start running, doofus. I forgot what button is to crouch. Maybe I won't tangle with BTs. Maybe they're all just sort of up that way. 'Cause this is all my cargo that I'm looking for. Grab that. See, the indicator hasn't really moved much. My scanner is not... It's just still pointed up that way. Yeah, look at this. It's acting like I'm getting close to the edge of their zone. Oh no. I can't decide, really. Okay. I could definitely use some of this. And, some of this, since it's nearby, since it's close to hand. It's like they're all around me, but haven't gotten close to any of them at all, and I'm not really stopping to get a better sense of it. I don't know. I guess I don't need to. They're everywhere except where the cargo's at. Which is fine by me. Yeah, I'm not getting, like, closer or further to anything right now except the cargo. This is not bad at all for a collection mission. Okay, we've got 2 of these left. Where are they? I see. Do I? Where's the last one? Oh, okay, here we go. Sorry, ear was itching. Okay. Yes, give me my performance enhancing... Oh, alright. I've left their territory. I'm about to wander right back into it, I'm sure. For that piece there. And my containers are all getting damaged, but in a second you'll get to see, Oh, hold on. Stop and grab some of these, maybe? No? I fucked it up. That's okay. Okay, I wasn't trying to run, but... Cool. I didn't need those hematic grenades, it's fine. It was nice having them. In case. But that was pretty uneventful. Nice, I'm glad. I'm glad. That went very smoothly. We can get all this shit, where it needs to go now. I'm psyched. Get up the mountain, contribute some special alloys to me, myself, and I, and then we'll take this stuff back to the distro center. A beautiful day in America. A beautiful day in America. Where am I? Where am I traveling right now? I'm not going back to the distro center. Well, I wasn't trying to. Where am I trying to get to? This is actually exactly where I want to be. Isn't it? Oof. Ouch, oof, owie. I keep forgetting about the bridge. I'm gonna bring it down this time. I'm gonna remember the bridge. I need a PCC to build a bridge down here. And also, like, I'm gonna need... because it'll just make a foundation, right? I'm gonna need metals and stuff. Probably metals and ceramics. Maybe chiral crystals. I'll just have some stuff on me for that. Trying to be gentle on my way up the mountain here. I forgot to stop off. There was that timefall shelter. They have a neat feature when you get under them. They spray container repair spray. They like aerosolize it over you, like over you and your back, and they repair your containers. And if they don't repair it up to 100%, all you have to do is step out into the rain and then step under it again to reactivate it. So it's pretty nice. I see no timefall shelters around here, though. It doesn't matter. All this stuff I'm carrying is fine. It'll be okay. I'm sure. Whoa! Slow down, slow down. What am I coming up here for? I don't need anything from here, do I? I guess... Here, I know what I can do. I'll just put all this in the private locker for right now. So I'm not toting it around and ruining it. That can go also in the private locker. But this stuff is coming with me. And I don't know. That's it, I think. Yeah. I'll just leave that stuff there. Hold on. I'm gonna fabricate a PCC right now while I'm thinking about it. Because I might forget this. I just need a regular old level 1 PCC. Throw that on my back. And then I want to claim stuff, because these guys have special alloys as well. I will take them all. Thank you. Alright, that's as much as I can get away with. Load it all onto that. And then put the rest of it on my back. Auto arrange. Let's do this thing. We're going down the hill a little bit to my safe house, and we're gonna see how much, if I can level it up to 3. I doubt it. I don't think I have... I don't even think I have enough to get it to level 2 here, honestly. I'm gonna give it a shot, though. What am I... How much special alloys am I actually carrying? Or how many? Alright, let's see. Let's see what I can do. Upgrade structure. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, alright, I'm already overshooting it. Okay. 240. This is close right here. Actually, okay. Can put in 60. Wait, what? Oh, okay, alright, I see. I have exactly how much I need. Already in it. And it needs no more. So we'll upgrade that to level 2. And me and my vehicle need to stand clear of the construction zone. Yeah. Shut up. Oh. Somebody's has left a sign to pee right here. You know what? Maybe I will. I have to pee a little bit at least. Let's do it. I'll give the sign some likes while I'm peeing at it. Nice. I've created a golden toadstool there. Hopefully more people pee on that spot over time. And we can all share in the wealth. Let's see how many more special alloys it's gonna take. Here. Wow. I definitely don't have enough now. Let's see what we've got. We'll add what I've got, what I'm carrying. That'll get us some of the way there. Alright. I'm gonna need a lot more to get to level 3 here, but... I'm not giving up on my safe house. I want it to reach level 3 at some point. Well, I want to customize it. And I guess I pressed the wrong button. He's gonna talk to the hologram, I think. Is what he was doing there. Yeah, customize. What do I'll make it a song. And, what song do I want it to be? This is what I have unlocked. Not much. Yeah, that's always nice. Asylums for the Feeling. Yeah, you know. I like that. Yeah, you know, but. And no, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Trigger. That's what I'm feeling for this structure. I can't tell you why. There we go. And I've got 100 medals. What am I carrying those around for? Throw them on my back. I'll come collect these resins too. What am I doing now? I definitely don't I'm not gonna go. I've wiped everybody out of their special alloys for right now. So I can't really do anything with that. This auto paver takes me out far enough to get up to the weather station, which is really what I'm working on right now. So, what I need to do, I guess, is take that stuff back down to, well, do I need to? I could leave it there. Maybe I'll just work on, maybe I'll take on the next order, the order for, the Timefall farm, which is going to be, you know, it's going to be a deal. It's going to be a whole thing getting stuff down there, but you'll see what I mean once we get closer. Yeah, maybe let's have a look at that. I'm going to, set this vehicle on the, platform here and send it down into the garage to repair it. That's one of the nice thing about the safe houses. They have this function. That might be the best thing about a safe house, really, as far as... If you're thinking about where you're gonna put a safe house, I'd mostly be thinking about this, because... What else do you really need it for? I don't know, you'll see as we get the network sort of filled out. Like, a lot of these structures, I sort of wonder, they're fine for as you're building things up, but once you get things built up, some of them kind of become, I don't know, I wouldn't say obsolete necessarily, but their usefulness becomes more limited, I suppose. I'm gonna pull this transporter trike back out of the garage now that it's repaired. And I guess I will take on the order from the weather station for the Timefall farm. Don't. Come on now. Give a like to that sign. I haven't really been going out of my way to like stuff like I usually do today. Let me... Here, some footpaths around that I can give likes to. There we go. I already gave plenty of likes to this generator. Maybe I'll give some on the way back. Likes for the BB sign. Alright. Let's do this order for the Timefall farm. and see if I can't get it done relatively quick here. Okay, yeah, I've done these. Wheat seeds. Okay. Accepting. I'm accepting it. I'm not even gonna take anything else with me. I don't know what I would take with me if I wanted to. I'm just gonna shove this stuff in the private locker. It could be recycled or whatever, but I don't have time right now. I guess I'll take a hematic grenade. That makes sense to me. The 2 sets that I created. I've got a PCC. What is that? I was gonna use that to build a bridge, but maybe I'll need it heading out to the Timefall farm. It's all cool. It's all kosher. I think this is fine. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna fabricate. Just in case. Who knows? I'll fabricate a ladder, a climbing anchor, container repair spray, I suppose. I guess I will also fabricate 1 bola gun level 2, just in case I run afoul of any bad guys and I really need it. Maybe I could use a smoke grenade level 2 as well, if I want to cover a quick escape. Thing is, I'm going down there on a trike, so I'm hoping I don't have to stop and fight guys or BTs or whatever. Let's have a look at the actual map here. I can definitely get the trike down there, I'm sure. And once we get to around this area, it sort of flattens out. But we've got, you can see here, a large building. This is not owned by the Timefall farm. There should be, I guess this is it. There's sort of a camp out this way too. We've got mules. Mule territory we'll be passing through. You can't see it, but we will be. Alright. Off we go with my wheat seeds and my other crap. I might stop though and grab some chiral crystals, because I have used a lot today. I feel like there's going to be a lot down at that flatland we're going down to. Something in my memory is telling me there's usually a lot of chiral crystals down that way. Seems like there's a road, a path that people are already sort of taking. I'm gonna follow it.
Predicting the weather is akin to predicting the future. Some animals have a kind of sixth sense that helps them to avoid danger. We have something far better. The ability to gather data and act accordingly. Only humans possess this power to plan ahead. We have the capacity to live each day imagining what tomorrow will be like. And our imagination once gave rise to a rich, vibrant culture. But somewhere along the line we lost sight of tomorrow. We reduced ourselves to animals, focused only on the here and now.
I wouldn't go that far. My goodness. He's, being quite dramatic, though. The Hartman. Oh, we're getting a little, music on the way down to the Timefall farm. That's nice. I'll try and let the song play in its entirety, meaning I'm gonna stop and pick up, like, lost cargo and stuff. I remember this song. I like this one a lot. Low Roar, they entered the rotation once I played enough of this game. I was very into it. Still, Low Roar, good stuff. Like this song a lot. Stop and grab these chiral crystals. Thank you very much. Okay. Keep on throwing out scans. Ah, I see a memory chip over that way. It's all kinds of lost cargo for the weather station, which is great, because I think if I stop and pick up all of it and bring it up to them, I will get pretty close, if not basically 5 stars. Let's throw it on the vehicle. Let's throw some of the heavier... I'm just gonna... Let's see. This should go on the trike, I think. It's kind of a heavy one. This stuff can go. Yeah, that feels right. Alright. Dee-doo-dee-doo. Nice melody, very catchy. Calming type of music. I see. Cool sign. Let's pick up this memory chip. Don't know what it is, but I'm excited about that. My favorite aspect of Death Stranding is picking up memory chips and reading Kojimapedia. Alright, I'm gonna grab some chiral crystals. I'm going to check out this lost cargo over here for the weather station. I think I'll stop off at the watchtower as well. Feels like a good idea. I will scout ahead and see what we're dealing with here. After I want this, there's lost cargo out that way too. And keeping an eye out for chiral crystals also. How many have I picked up? Not enough. I want more. Okay. Let's have a look through the watchtower then. At what's coming. First of all, let me give it many likes. Juice League is the creator of this structure. Alright. They are using the building, it seems, as a base of operations. There's a memory chip up in there, which I do want. There's a memory chip out there, also, at that camp. They sort of have like a large territory, but 2 sort of operating centers, which is annoying. Really. I don't like it. The nice thing, though, is these people have all figured out how to put these structures of theirs, watchtower and generator, nice and close, so I'm gonna get my bike, my trike, that is, make sure we're topped off on juice, electricity, and, see if I can't, like, go around the edge of their territory here where they can't see me. Like, if I go up that way. Let's do this. Crossing here is just fine. Nice and low, shallow water. Yeah, I'm gonna sort of cut around them, I guess, or I'll try. I think, Tuesday when I stream again, I'll probably be fighting I'll take on these mules, take out both of these camps and get those memory chips and, who knows what else. Sort of try and get around the edge of them, though. And not deal with it. Yeah, this is much easier. Much, much easier. There's the Timefall farm straight ahead. Scoot around the borders of the mule territory. You can see there are sensor poles there. Just avoid those. And here we are at the Timefall Farm. You know what I'm gonna do, though? Is, drive my trike up to the top of it. Because there is a memory chip up here as well that I want to grab. So I'll have 2 of these to turn in.
There we go.
Very good. Let's do this thing. I've got wheat seeds to deliver. I've got 2 memory chips to deliver and read about. And we're coming up to 11 o'clock, which is perfect, because it's about time to stop this. Let's meet the Timefall farmers. What are they doing out here at this Timefall farm anyway? Here's your wheat seeds. Don't know what your plans are for this, but do yo thing. Do yo thing with your wheat seeds.
Thank you. Richard has always been so good to us. Amelie was a dear friend in the early days. She saw the value in what we were doing and led the effort to get our farm up and running. We've been waiting a long time to join the chiral network.
Let's have a look at that wheat you brought, shall we?
Yeah, let's have a look at it.
Well, I'll be. Did you
Adam Jensen.
How on earth did you manage? Oh,
Did you think I wouldn't notice? The first time I came here to the Timefall Farm, I played the original version of this game. I was like, oh, that's Adam Jensen. You could tell that guy, like, that guy just has a very specific voice. The, voice actor, Elias something or another, I think is his name. I speak, of course, of Adam Jensen from Deus Ex Human Revolution, one of my favorites. Well, I don't know if it's a favorite. I've played it more than once, and I like Adam Jensen and the voice acting. And it was a nice surprise to run into Adam Jensen here at the Timefall Farm. Okay, I got that song that we heard from Low Roar, I'm Leaving. I can now customize structures and stuff with it. Ooh, close to 3 stars, not quite. We're getting the Timefall Farm added into the, brought into the fold here.
By the way, you wouldn't happen to know Fragile, would you?
I do.
If you see her, pass along a message for us. Tell her, thanks for saving our hides. If she hadn't stepped up, South Knots and our farm would have been wiped off the face of the earth. She's a hero.
Really?
And you can tell her I said so. All right, the network. Think you can get us online?
That's the main thing well, yeah, it is the main thing I'm here for. But I'm here for the people, so... Timefall Farm! Hell yeah, look at that. Look at us go. Look at us go. The Timefall Farm is in the UCA. We're skipping that step where they go, oh, maybe I don't want to be a part of a nation. They're dragging their feet. Nonsense.
So, Sam, you've been run down by mules after they pinged your cargo, right?
I sure have.
To help prevent that from happening again, we've upgraded your own cargo scanner. Say you're about to get pinged. If you time it right, you can return the favor. And cancel out their pulse with your own. They'll be none the wiser, and you can carry on without worry. Timing is everything, though.
Yes, I was used to having this power, and I think I've probably tried it like in a previous stream and was like, why am I not nullifying the scan? Well, you don't start out with it, doofus, so that's why. Cool. We get it at the Timefall Farm. Now I can do that. It's a timing thing, and it's not hard to learn. You just, you know, you get used to how long it takes for them to ping you once you pass those sensor poles. and all you gotta do is send out a scan, and you'll see your scan being sent out, and you'll see theirs coming towards you, and they'll, like, collide, and you'll negate their scan. Like she said, it basically just lets you operate in mule territory without them knowing that you're there, as long as you're not seen, of course. But we get all the other great benefits of having these guys on the network now. See all the structures and signs and stuff, and use their,
Truth be told, we've got some test fields.
stuff.
Without the ability to predict timefall, the results have been less than stellar. The timefall around here was fairly regular, so we had a reasonable idea of when to plant and when to harvest.
I forgot I could turn the camera around like this while I'm talking to this here. You guys can see them better.
Weather became impossible to predict. The network's forecast ought to help us get back on track, thank goodness. If all goes to plan, we'll be able to expand our operation and use timefall to cultivate whole swaths of land. We'll continue
Awesome.
research too, of course, and see if we can't find a way to help develop a sustainable ecosystem.
Okay.
Hell, maybe we'll even stumble into some answers about the timefall while we're at it. We got our work cut out for us. But I'm up
The
for
more
challenge.
people that get on the network, the more things we know, the more people we have in all the corners of the world plugging away at these little mysteries and
That's the way, Sam. Halfway there.
contributing to the bigger picture.
Huh? Well, would you look at that? You've only just brought the Timefall farm into the network, and already we've got new orders. May as well make
What?
use of the return trip.
That's crazy. More stuff to do.
Order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Okay. I want to look at the orders. We're not going to take anything on or do anything because I'm about done here, but they don't even have orders for me. What is my next order? Well, I'll think about that in a second. They've got 2 standard orders, one for the distro center, one for the Timefall farm. What is this? Collection from where? What is this supposed to be? Is this a collection even? What is this? Collect. Collect where? Is this a BT sort of zone? I don't know. We're gonna do that next time. It doesn't look that bad. I might just go do this, like, right straight away when we start on Tuesday. 'Cause, I don't know, this seems easy, and I kind of want to push that connection level up past that 3-star mark. And I definitely, I don't know, I couldn't think of a reason not to take this stuff with me. Probably what I'll do is I will... Yeah, let's make the plan for Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central, so when I start streaming again for Death Stranding, I will take out the mules. I will obliterate all the mules and infiltrate that building and the camp and grab those memory chips. We'll turn all the memory chips in and read those. And then I'll probably do the mission that was like a collection out here. And I'll take this Timefall Porter stuff I'll take it back up to the weather station. I'll pick up the stuff that I left at the weather station. We'll come back down the hill. If I remember to, then we'll build the bridge that I keep talking about building, like in this area. Then we'll get that stuff back to the distro center. And then what actually is my overall goal that I'm supposed to go to next? Like, what am I supposed to... Here we go. Take on a new order. Okay, so the distro center is where the next order is. Cool. So we're headed back that way in the next stream. And I know sort of my order of operations, so... yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you if you stuck around. And, I will see you on Tuesday.